But if it happens, you know who I'm going with. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko is a good fighter. He's a good boxer. But I'm not impressed about the opponents that he's shown his skill against. You know what I mean? Nicholas Walters has the size advantage, reach advantage, power advantage, and if he has the nuts to fight him at 130, oh my God, it's gonna be ugly up in there, definitely. So if it happens, I'm excited, but I'm not holding my breath for the fight until I see a press conference or official announcement.
Cool, Connie.
Are they trying to make that fight at 126 or 130?
I haven't heard any either or. I'm assuming it's 126 because Nicholas keep on saying that he can make 126. Not sure about it. You know what I mean? I think 130 would be the best bet, but he keeps on saying I can make 126. I can make 126. So I wouldn't be surprised if they take him up on that offer.
Right. Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure because I mean, Lomachenko has a small chance of winning if it's at 126, being that Walters. Making that weight. But I mean, let's just keep it 100 here. The man Lomachenko lost to Salido. I mean, that's just what it is. He lost to Salido.
Hold up.
Go ahead, respond.
You talking like Lomachenko? Did you see the Gary Russell fight?
I saw
who is Gary Russell? Who is Gary Russell though? You see, hold on. Before we continue, I hear a lot of people like to pull Gary Russell out their ass. You know what I'm saying? But before Gary Russell fought Lomachenko, what were they saying about Gary Russell? Can anybody respond to that?
Yeah, they said that he was overrated. That's what they were saying.
He was overrated. He wasn't fighting nobody. He was right. So why are we giving Lomachenko credit for beating somebody like Gary Russell was some kind of 3-time world champion, future Hall of Fame or some shit? Those were two up and coming prospects.
Did you not pick Gary Russell to beat Lomachenko in that fight?
I did.
Exactly my point.
So what? It don't matter. But just because I picked him, don't mean I'm giving him credit like he beat some kind of a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yo, to be fair though, Gary.
Go ahead.
To be fair, Gary Russell went back and then knocked out Gonzalez for that WBC belt. So Lomachenko does have a win of an active champion on his resume.
Yes, he does. But where's Gary Russell at now?
Yeah,
he hasn't fought since that
fight. He hasn't fought since that.
Suspect, which is suspect. I don't know why he hasn't fought since then.
Even that's what he always does.
I think like this. I say it like this. Gary Russell learned from his loss, just like Lomachenko learned from his loss. They both like either one of them should go into a fight with Walters at this weight of 130 as the person that's on the end of the on the end of the odds. They should be looked at as the person looked at to lose because Walters is a proven commodity, whereas they are prospects. They've lost fights. They resume is shake shifty in a way. Gary Russell just beat an old man. Lomachenko basically beat a prospect that was stepping up for the first time. So I mean, but give Lomachenko credit. He finally took the fight, and I say finally because he had his opportunities, and I won't let nobody come in and change that. The dude had his opportunity, finally taking the fight. And I don't think he should be the favorite. I think Walters should be the favorite in the fight.
Well, Walters is definitely the favorite. I mean, favorite because we've seen, like I said, Salido. We've seen what happens when you apply pressure to Lomachenko. We've seen what happens when you can effectively cut off the ring against that man. And he can't go nowhere. He doesn't have the power Lomachenko does. I don't believe that he has the power to stop somebody like Nicholas Walters. He doesn't have that. He has the shorter reach, which means that Walters is going to keep him at the end of the jab because Walters is an underrated boxer himself, and he got a an inside game, and he goes to the body like no other.
That's the key. That's the key right there, because Walters can box as well. He's not just a brawler swinging wild punches.
Yeah.
Well, here's my take on it. Because, like, first off, I want to say I scored Lomachenko, like, 7 rounds to 5 over Salido, personally. I didn't think it was a robbery. It was a close fight, but I did like the adjustments Lomachenko, because I didn't even know who Lomachenko was in that fight, and I thought Salido was going to knock him out. Given Salido's reputation with southpaws, this guy's never been 12 rounds, all this and that. So I was impressed. I became a fan of Lomachenko after that fight, because I was impressed with the adjustments he made towards the late rounds, and I did think, like, this guy's got upside. He could really improve himself. Like, taking a fighter of that caliber as Salido, because Salido is a legit world-class, like, he's like an old-school style journeyman. He's been in there with the top level, and he'll always be in the, like, he was always in the mix with those guys. Even if he lost, it was competitive fights. You know, he had wealth of experience. But that being said, with Lomachenko and Walters, the one thing with Lomachenko that I've noticed is he's really good at slipping under the jab. Like, he's good at slipping under the jab, landing a couple combinations on the body head, and then stepping out. So the way I would see it playing out is I see it kind of being like Lomachenko could kind of be outscoring like a majority of the rounds for a period of the rounds, but all Walters has to do is time his shots and place his shots at the right time, be patient, and I think he will catch Lomachenko and stop him late.
There you go. Shady, what's your take? You go Lomachenko winning that fight, right?
I ain't say all that now. I ain't say all that. Hold on. I think it's gonna be 50-50 now. It ain't gonna be no whitewater wash like Anthony said. I don't think it's gonna be no whitewater wash. I think it's a 50-50 fight, man. It's a 50-50 fight. Because don't get me wrong, Walters is a beast. That boy is a beast. I seen the way he beat the hell out of Donaire. He's a beast. But Lomachenko ain't no joke though, man. Y'all sleeping on Lomachenko, man. Y'all sleeping on him. The boy got some great boxing skills. You can't sleep on that boy.
But that's what people want to know. Are you rolling with him? That's what people want to know out here. This is your prediction. Like, I mean, I'll come out.
I can't get no pick, man. It's 50-50. I can't get no pick.
Yeah.
On that fight. See, me personally, I love Lomachenko's style. I love his style. The man has superior footwork. His amateur pedigree is top notch. But the problem, what the problem is though, when you got somebody like Nicholas Walters that loves to go to the body and break you down from the bottom to the top, you can't move from them body shots too tough. You can't do it.
On top of that, the person who gonna determine how the fight is fought could be Nicholas Walters, because he's at the longer reach, he's taller, he's the bigger fighter, and he's not more skilled than Lomachenko, but he has his set that you can say, damn, he can box on top of knocking you out too. So he's the person that if I look at one of these fighters, say, and I think his name Jeff alluded to it, like his jab is the key. How Lomachenko get past that determines what's next. But you gotta see Nicholas Walters fighting the right fight. Because versus Sosa, I think, me personally, he never set himself apart during some of the rounds. It's hard for people who are not hardcore fans to see what he was doing and setting himself apart. And even some of the hardcore said, I didn't see him setting himself apart. I even said it. But he got to fight the right fight this time. You got to pump the jab, not being so much of a hurry, be patient. But when you got a guy that you know that he's the man that control how the fight is fought, more than likely he gonna win the fight. That's just how it is.
Yeah, that's the key, man. Which boxer's gonna impose their will? Will Nicholas Walters be able to impose his power, or will Lomachenko not get confused with the angles?
Well, Nicholas Walters is more than just power. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Lomachenko knows how to slip a jab, but he hasn't dealt with a jab like Nicholas Walters, especially on the dimensions. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying that Walters is a better boxer than Lomachenko?
No. Come on, man.
Oh, okay.
Nobody said that. Okay, first of all, I'm just saying that he is not just a puncher. he's not just a puncher. He does a lot of nuances in there that he can also box. Lomachenko has the better technique, yes. He's the more decorated amateur, yes. But Nicholas Walters is no slouch. He can counter punch. He can fight off the back foot. He has an array of punches, including that devastating uppercut that he catches you with coming in on the inside. He got inside fighting game. He has decent footwork. As a matter, and he goes to the body just like my favorite fighter, the body snatcher. So there's a lot of dimensions to his game other than punch and power. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he way more than that. Like he said, like he slipped that jab. When Jeff was saying that, I was thinking in my head, then he got to get past that uppercut.
Yes, sir. That's good.
Man.
Hey, Drake, Lomachenko took this fight because he saw in the last fight that maybe Waters looked vulnerable. To me, I didn't think Waters looked vulnerable.
Yeah, that's what I said on Beast Hangout. That's the reason why they think he looks vulnerable. But to me, that was an easy fight to score, and I feel like Nicholas Walters won that fight cleanly. But they seeing that the judges might not score in his favor either. You know what I'm saying? If the fight goes a distance. But you got to make it to the 12th round.
That's why he got to really go out there and set it apart. And his jab is the punch to do that. Some of that Sosa fight, he went out there and I felt like I wasn't seeing the jab enough. I was seeing too much shoulder to shoulder. I understand you want to break your opponent, but you got to set yourself apart and make sure no judge can leave it in his hands and do you the way
they wasn't giving him credit for the body work.
They robbed Walters.
They robbed him. They wasn't giving him credit for the body work.
Yeah,
he was on the inside beating that body up.
That happens. See, that happens because some people say, but he was taking 3 or 4 punches to the head, and they would go unanswered. And I was just like, I quit scoring the fight because I just couldn't find nobody setting himself apart. But I know Nicholas Walters is the truth. I know he got a
nobody wasn't setting himself apart.
Nah,
they weren't going unanswered though. Like you see, I think we gave Sosa too much credit for being game.
I mean,
just because he made a good account of himself, don't mean he won the fight. You know what I mean?
True. But when I went back and watched it. I'm just looking like I still can't score this round. Like I still couldn't do it. And then I had some dudes I believe in. I made them watch it. And Hakeem was watching it. He said, "Man, she right, man. Like he's seeing the club. Like he said, I gave it to Walter 7-5, 8-4, but I can see where another person come in and say, bro, I just can't score this fight. And sometimes when you're doing that, you say, man, I gave him the last close one. I'm gonna give him this close one, and they kept going like that. I put my pen down. But I think Walter's like we said about Santa Cruz. If you fight down the level, you're